Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the beginning of another weekly rating vlog. This is not the most flattering of lights, but that's okay. We're just gonna do this intro and move on with our lives. John is currently downstairs making dinner, so I ended up staying home from work today instead of going in, and did not get any reading done. I took about a 4-hour nap. That was not really what I was anticipating doing with my day, but it is what happened. So I don't really have any reading updates for you. Oh, wait, yes I do. That was dumb. I have a big one because I finished my first book of the year. I had a rough time sleeping last night. I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and couldn't fall back asleep, so I ended up picking up my e-arc of All the Feels by Olivia Dade, and I adored it. I don't know if I liked it better or about the same as Spoiler Alert. It's hard to put one above the other because I love them both pretty equally. I think that I might like Alex more than Marcus, but I don't know. Alex kind of came across annoying sometimes, so there was that. But if you haven't read either of those books, Olivia Dade does a really good job writing like your typical famous guy meets non-famous girl and also non-traditionally beautiful girl, and like writes a really great and extremely smutty, there's good smut, love story. So the first one, there was a plus-size woman who was really good at cosplay, and she ended up falling in love with the main character in a very Game of Thrones-like show, like very Game of Thrones, to the point where there were some very deep criticisms of the final season of said show because it took place after the show had outpaced the written books in that series, and like character arc issues and things like that. So yeah, I mean, it's not pulling any punches when it comes to its criticism of what happened to the end of Game of Thrones. And so like in the first one, she falls in love with the showrunner. I can't really tell what kind of character he's supposed to be. It's definitely more of a Roman mythology based kind of a story, I guess. And then in the second one, there is again a plus size woman, who most people don't consider to be very pretty, but she kind of takes a job being a professional minder for one of the stars of the show to keep him out of trouble because he's a troublemaker. And you find out that that's not really the case at all, and love ensues, and it's adorable. So they're really great. I have always been a sucker. I know that some people are not, but I have always been a sucker for the, you know, the romance with the famous prince or actor or whatever. They're always super sweet, and these definitely hit all of those spots for me. So, All of the Feels was great, and I literally read it in one day. I enjoyed it a lot. So I've finished my very first book of 2022, and I think that I've tentatively picked my second one, which I'm pretty sure is going to be The Liar's Knot by— you can't see it, it's dark. Sorry, the lighting. Which I'm pretty sure is going to be The Liar's Knot by M.A. Carrick. It's time. I am ready. My body is ready. My soul is ready. I need to pick this up. I think that I remember everything that happened in the first book. I guess we'll find out if I need to reevaluate that or not, but I had received an arc of this, and for the love of God, this came out last month. It needs to be read. For the record, All the Feels came out in October, and I finally read that arc this morning, so I'm getting there on my 2021 arcs. The only one that I have left that I'm still in the middle of is The Undertakers, and I think I made it to 60% of the way through that, so we're getting there on that one as well. I don't know why The Undertakers is not hitting the same notes with me as The Conductors did, but The Conductors really pulled through on the ending, so maybe The Undertakers will do that as well. I was really enjoying the relationship— I'll put this down because I'm not talking about this. I was really enjoying the relationship dynamic between Hetty and Benji, and I still kind of am, but it just feels like there's a lot of dithering around and not actively doing stuff, whereas in the first book it felt like everything that they did was contributing to something to the case, and now there's a lot less. I mean, there's a case that they're trying to solve, and they are contributing to it, but there's also a lot of worries about the funeral parlor that they started, and a lot of stuff with their friends that they're dealing with, so I don't know, it's a little bit slower in my opinion, but I'm still liking it. I'm just clearly taking it very slowly because I've been reading it for a month. Probably more than a month? Maybe not. I don't know. It's been a while. So those are my reading updates. I don't really have any solid reading plans for the week. I have an Audible credit that I need to use. I might pick that up in the form of maybe Ruin. It's maybe time for me to finish that series. We shall see. I have a couple of other ones that I would like to start this month as well, but obviously TBRs for me are always super tentative. So yeah, the light's already bad enough, and it's getting worse because I'm too lazy to go turn a real light on. So that's my update for now. I will talk to you guys when I have actual reading done, other than what I have already told you about.
Ever wonder what it would be like for someone on your side to be like when the dark is strong and you can't hold on? Just remember we're in this together. Never forget your dreams, even when it ain't easy. The world's not ready, so darling, come and dance with me. Everything's changing, I promise you're not crazy. You're right where you're supposed to be, so darling, come and dance with me. Ever wonder what it would be like for
Hey guys,
someone on
sorry about the
your
awkward
side?
lighting, but this is what we're working with because it's 9 o'clock at night. And yeah, it is Thursday, so it's the 6th, and I finally finished The Undertakers by Nicole Glover. I finished it earlier on today. No, wait, I finished it last night. I finished it last night right before bed. And I have my review up on Goodreads if you want to check out my more in-depth thoughts, because it's hard for me to put into words how I feel about this. Not that it's bad. It ended up getting like a low 4 stars for me, and it's mostly because I just didn't feel the same connection to it that I felt from the first book. Like, the first book, I was really into the magic and the mystery and solving the murder and all of that stuff. The relationship that was developing between Hetty and Benji, and I just didn't really get that as much in this. Like, they kind of sank right into their relationship, and I don't know, it was nice to see them happy and together, but it didn't feel quite the same, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Another thing for this one was that they introduced so many like side characters that were involved with the mystery, and this is entirely a me thing. I think it's probably just me being an idiot, but all of the side characters that got introduced just kind of confused me, and so like following the story anytime anybody showed up, it was just kind of like, wait, who is this again? Instead of like realizing who it was and what they were contributing to like the new clue. So that's probably why it took me so long, because of all of those reasons. But it did get a 4 stars out of me, and I, want to continue on with the series. I just enjoyed the first one a little bit more, which happens a lot in series, so that's not really a surprise. I have not really read anything more of The Liar's Knot. I did read a couple of chapters of The Eye of the World today. I was watching the World Hoppers video on like the Wheel of Time TV show, and it really put me in the mood to read The Eye of the World, so I got a couple of chapters of that in today, which is, not amazing progress, but it is some progress. Also, this was a poor choice, and I don't think that it's going to really count towards my reading. I don't think I'm going to consider myself as having started it, but I did start The Black Tongue Thief by Christopher Buehlman on audio today. Maybe I'll keep up with it, maybe I won't. I haven't really decided yet. I did want to read it. I do still want to read it. I just don't know that I want to pick it up right now, because I am in the middle of The Eye of the World and Rhythm of War and The Liar's Knot. I guess technically I don't have any of them on audio, and I do need an audiobook right now. So we'll see. Maybe I'll keep reading it tomorrow. Tomorrow I work from home. I actually worked from home from half of today because, as you will see in the B footage that I will be putting in either before or after this clip, Kentucky got a snowstorm, so it's not quite as big as what I'm used to from back in Pennsylvania, but it was enough to shut the state down. So I got a work from home day, and we walked the dogs. They loved it. Loki loves the snow. Jinx also loves the snow. I'm just worried about her because of her very short fur. So, I don't know. It was fun. It was nerve-wracking driving home in it, but after I got home, it was fine. And the dogs obviously loved it. So, another work from home day tomorrow. Planned, though, because I work from home on Fridays. And maybe I will get some audiobook reading done. Maybe I will not, because I have historically not been great at remembering to listen to audiobooks when I work from home. I usually just throw something on TV instead for background noise. But yeah, we'll see. So I will talk to you guys probably sometime tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome to Sunday. Welcome to the end of this reading vlog because I don't have any updates really. I read a little bit more of The Liar's Knot, maybe last night, and I don't think I updated on Friday. I don't know if I updated on Friday. But I have read maybe like 60 to 70 pages of The Liar's Knot. I am really enjoying it so far. We've just been super busy doing a bunch of other things, so just ran out of time, honestly. I haven't read it yet today, but I was going to film a couple of videos and then hopefully try and read a little bit more tonight before I have to go back to work tomorrow. So that is my current plan. I'm really liking it. I am enjoying revisiting this world and these characters. It is a little bit different trying to like reacclimate myself to it, just because it has been about a year since I read the first book. But they do have like, and I think that this needs to happen more often, but the authors put a recap into the beginning of the book, as well as a dramatis personae, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I honestly have no idea, to remind you of who everything is and like what happened in the end of the last book and all of that stuff, which is pretty helpful for me because it has been a year and I did not reread it. So I appreciate that aspect, but revisiting the characters, revisiting the world and the magic system that I enjoyed so much has been really entertaining for me. I'm not holding it up because it's downstairs and I'm lazy, but I'm also trying to get back into annotating with this one and trying out my new system a little bit better on this particular book than I have in the past, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's the only reading update I have. I haven't touched Rhythm of War, I haven't touched Eye of the World, I haven't touched The Black Tongue Thief. I have literally barely done anything. So my plan is to film, I have to do an unboxing, I have to do my December wrap-up, I have to do something else, I don't remember what it was, but I want to film all of those videos today so that I can have them go up this week, which would be really nice, because then I wouldn't have to worry about it if I just managed to get them all edited and scheduled and whatnot. So that is the plan as it stands right now. But that is officially the end of this reading vlog. So, as per usual, I'm going to link all the books that I talked about, even though there weren't very many of them, in the description box down below. And if you're new here, don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. And while you're down there, you're also going to find a rep code for Unplugged Book Box for 5% off of their subscriptions. That will be good until February, as well as a Book of the Month affiliate link, links to my Goodreads, my Twitter, and my Instagram in case you wanted to follow me on any of those. But other than that, that's it for me today, guys, so I will talk to you in my next one. Bye!